Momoshiki is the highest ranked Otsutsuki, even surpassing Ishiki and Kaguya. But by the way, do you know why Ishiki's logo looks higher than Momoshiki's? In fact, there is no confirmation on how to read the ranking between them. I mean, even if we see that Ishiki's logo is the highest among them, who knows if it's not a standard on who is the highest ranked among them, right? Do we rank them from the highest, or from the leftmost to the right, or right to left, or from the bottom, right? So far, we just assume that their rank is judged by who has the highest logo. So before I explain this, who do you think is the strongest Otsutsuki and who has the higher rank among them? Oh yeah, today is my day. Let's talk about Momoshiki and who among them has a higher rank. But wait, I'm a little confused as to why my channel has so many people watching, but not one person hit the subscribe button. Isn't it free, right? Is there another reason? So please like and subs, guys, thanks. And let's start our analysis. You must have understood that every member of Otsutsuki, including Momoshiki, they have the same goal of creating chakra fruit. In addition to gaining strength, chakra fruit is also needed to increase their lifespan. That's why they came to the world to create a god tree to collect chakra in the world, right? Amado once explained the reason why Otsutsuki come to the world always not alone. One of the reasons is to be used as a sacrifice to grow the Shinju tree, and the other is to wait and watch until the Shinju tree bears fruit. But I'm still a little doubtful about Amado's explanation. What if it turns out that Amado misunderstood the rules of these Otsutsuki? Actually, each member of the Otsutsuki has a task. Ishiki and Kaguya's task is to supervise the growth of Shinju on a planet. Momoshiki's duty is to eat the chakra fruit that they plant and guard. And the reason why it's like that is because Momoshiki said, finally, an adequate harvest. This meant that Momoshiki was waiting for the world guarded by Kaguya and Ishiki to be eaten by him. And Kinshiki added to our confidence by saying, if an anomaly occurs, according to clan rules, Kaguya and Ishiki should report to the clan. From those words, it means that Momoshiki and Kinshiki are at the top rank, since they are only in charge of eating and receiving reports. Although Momoshiki is at the highest rank, it seems that some Otsutsuki do not like his haughty attitude. For example, like Urashiki. You can see it for yourself in the Boruto anime episode 55, when Momoshiki came to Kaguya's dimension to look for clues about the Shinju guarded by Kaguya. Urashiki asked him, "Why are you here?" Then Momoshiki asked him something. "How do I find the chakra fruit?" This is one of the very interesting questions that Momoshiki asked directly. As it turns out, Momoshiki himself doesn't know where the planet guarded by Kaguya and Ishiki is. This means that their duty is only one, to harvest the chakra fruit. If their job is to harvest the chakra fruit, and Kaguya and Ishiki are guarding the Shinju trees that will soon bear fruit, then the Otsutsuki couple whose bodies have been destroyed are probably in charge of spreading Shinju to various planets that are suitable for planting Shinju trees. So then, is the conclusion to rank them based on the right and then the left? And since Momoshiki is on the left, does that mean he has the highest rank? Can we conclude this with a task that only harvests chakra fruits? I admit that it's not 100%, but logically, as a person who only receives and eats chakra fruits without having to go through the trouble of creating them, does this sound reasonable, guys? And because of such a high rank, Momoshiki never built a good relationship with his fellow clan members. He was the kind of person who felt well served, like a young master who just received the fruits of his men's labor. I actually suspect that this Otsutsuki clan has a goal to make this one highest rank to reach the level of God Otsutsuki before the other Otsutsuki. This is why Ishiki probably intended to commit treason from the beginning with Kaguya. They didn't want to dedicate the chakra fruit to Momoshiki because maybe they knew the chakra fruit produced from planet Earth could make them instantly become God Otsutsuki. Perhaps this theory and analysis could be true, where Shibai Otsutsuki once came to planet Earth and his body was found by Ishiki and Kaguya. And if Shibai Otsutsuki once came to Earth and his body was there, then the planet Earth should have the chakra of a God Otsutsuki. If an Otsutsuki eats the chakra fruit from that planet, then that Otsutsuki will definitely become a god without having to eat other planets. If this theory and analysis were correct, then Ishiki had actually fooled Code. Perhaps Ishiki actually knew how he could reincarnate in Code's body using that white karma. But Because he knew that Code's white karma could not make him perfectly incarnated, he let Code perfect his body first by having Code eat chakra fruits from planet Earth. By eating chakra fruits from planet Earth, Code's body would automatically become much more perfect to become a vessel for Ishiki. And Ishiki could also directly become God without taking a big risk. Then, Urashiki's reply to Momoshiki's question in episode 55 was, "It's been a long time since we met and now you're interested?" Urashiki gave a very interesting clue as well. It turns out that he and Momoshiki hadn't seen each other for a long time, and he said that it was only now that Momoshiki was interested in finding chakra fruits. That means it's been a long time since Momoshiki was just waiting for the harvest to arrive. He never looked for the chakra fruit that shouldn't have been harvested. And because of Urashiki's words, Momoshiki immediately made an angry face at Urashiki so that he immediately obeyed Momoshiki's words. And at that time, he immediately opened a dimensional portal to give Momoshiki a way to planet Earth. Before that, Momoshiki confirmed to Urashiki what is Kaguya's location, and because of that, Momoshiki can't wait to get the chakra fruit. From Momoshiki's words, we clearly know that Momoshiki does not know at all where the planet Kaguya planted the Shinju tree. And there was a moment where Momoshiki just left, and Urashiki said something before Momoshiki left that place. Urashiki felt that something was strange and why Momoshiki was suddenly friendly to him. Urashiki's words are what can be concluded that there are some Otsutsuki who don't like the attitude of Momoshiki. And it seems that Ishiki is also included in Otsutsuki who doesn't like Momoshiki's attitude. And because of that, when Momoshiki managed to get the vessel before dying, Ishiki, who was inside Jigen's body, seemed visibly upset that Momoshiki managed to survive his death. Actually, Momoshiki having the highest rank makes sense, because judging from the clothes he wore when he first appeared, he looked more different than the other Otsutsuki. And judging from Ishiki's clothes that are almost similar to Kaguya's, this also indicates that he is in the same class as Kaguya. The meaning is the Otsutsuki class that is assigned to supervise the growth of the Shinju tree. Even though they are both supervising, Ishiki is still at a higher level than Kaguya, because Kaguya is similar to Kinshiki, who is a subordinate of Momoshiki. You believe or not, if the place where Jigen and Kashin Koji talked is the place where the Otsutsuki once gathered. Believe or not, if you observe, the chairs there have the same number as the number of Otsutsuki, right? But it seems that this theory can be refuted by several other theories. And since Momoshiki previously did not know the location of the planet Kaguya at all, then how could Momoshiki have gathered with Ishiki at the place where Jigen and Kashin Koji spoke? After all, Momoshiki had once said that he didn't know where Ishiki kept the Tale of Ten. And that means Ishiki's dimension with the Otsutsuki logo was not created as a meeting place for Otsutsuki. There is another perspective that we do not yet know about the reason why Ishiki created such a dimension. And in conclusion, do you still doubt this theory if Momoshiki is an Otsutsuki with a higher rank than the others? Maybe this, as the last example, will make you agree with me. If you remember the exact events after the defeat of Momoshiki and Kinshiki, and at the same time the beginning of the Kara organization, at that moment it was clearly seen the words of Jigen or Ishiki. Finally, he has been defeated. No one will hinder my plans anymore. And after that, it was just the beginning of the formation of this organization Kara. So it is very clear that even Ishiki is afraid of Momoshiki, not about strength, but about his plans. Regarding having a high rank, it is clearly true if Otsutsuki Shiba is a god with the power to change the world with his eyes alone, then Momoshiki is a god with the power to stop space and time. So what do you think? Do you agree with me that the Momoshiki has the highest rank as an Otsutsuki? If you have a different and more reasonable opinion, I'll be happy to accept it. So that's our discussion this time about Momoshiki. Like and subs. I'm Nim. See you in the next episode. Bye bye, Dadabayo.